In 54, you did your first film. On that period, there were not much women filmmakers. So how did it happen that you made film in this period?
Even now, I don't even know. I was a photographer. I was not going to see films. I never went to a film school. But I thought that photography was silent, should be more. So I wrote a screenplay. And I thought it would be a poem in a drawer. But some friends said, let's try to make it. And the day I started, the first day of shooting, I thought, that's what I want to do. I want to become a filmmaker.
And you did?
Well, slowly, with money difficulties, but I did.
But there's a technical aspect about movies.
I knew lenses, and I was used to be careful about what I look. And I felt about movement, well, I just made it up.
What did you want, and what do you want people to feel looking at your movies?
How could I want them to feel? They feel what they feel. They feel what they want. But what I'm trying is to propose opportunities to have understanding of the world that I see and share some feelings. It's just a proposition all the time.
What kind of feelings?
Empathy for the people for whom I have empathy. Curiosity for what I have seen. It's just a transfer of curiosity, transfer of discoveries, and a general feeling that the shape of cinema should be interesting enough that very thin subject would make sense.
Recently, L'une chante, l'autre pas,
one thing the other doesn't.
Exactly, was shown in theaters. It's an exceptional movie. It was really fantastic. It's also a very feminist movie. What is feminism?
Maybe it's rare because it's a feminist musical.
Ah.
I wanted to tell the difficulties of the women in France in the 60s and before, about having desired children, which was a big problem. It was drama, it was difficult, it was dangerous, and a lot of women thought that the feminism was made of collective struggle to discover, to help, to explain. And we did demonstration, we did a lot of things, and little by little made the law change. But when I made the film, I wanted to show that the feminism was not a monster that people would see, because the women were very joyful, and friendship was the main word to be together. And I had so good memory of this difficult time because the mood was extraordinary. And the film reflects that with two wonderful actresses, Valérie Mérès and Thérèse Lyotard, and a group of singers, Orchidée, can you believe? And I wrote the words, and I use quotes of Marx and Engels and others, and Simone de Beauvoir. These messages told would have been heavy. Making them musical,
right.
It entered more easily in people's brains.
So what is feminism, in few words?
What is feminism? Believing in women's capacity, ability, strength, and fight for them to reach in a society which is matches society some rights that they need to have, like about salaries, about place in the society, about power, all these things that they should win little by little. And it's changing. When I started, I was a baby, and you believe at my age I have seen some changes. But it is slow, which is interesting that I was fighting like a tiger in that film in 76 when I shot it. And my question and my position as a feminist is as strong. We can show it now, the film. Doesn't seem to be an old thing,
Exactly. In 2003, you took a big decision. You began doing art after having doing movies, which is art also, but you understand me. So why?
Well, I always loved art, painting. And then when all this new way of making art, the installation, the composition, I got totally excited. I wanted so much to do that. I didn't choose. I was invited at the Venice Art Biennale by August.
Yes.
Oui, because I would not have dared if not invited. And then I was so happy. It changed my life. I started to do what I had in mind, and I've been, with some luck or not, showing things. And I was happy to have the foundation, Cartier, give me a big show. No, I was happy to have the foundation offer me a huge space.
Yes.
Then I was invited at the LACMA, places like this which make me feel very good. I'm not sure I'm not in the box office as a top, but I'm so happy to express myself in shapes, including cinema, video, photography, and my sense of space, which I could not express in cinema. I love cinema, but it's flat. And what you gain, is that you can be in space, bring objects and another vision. And I'm happy to do that.
Do you believe in innocence? I mean, candeur in French.
Please. No. What does that mean? Does that mean? No. I believe in curiosity. I believe in desire to share. I believe in spreading the idea that if people feel something different, you can suggest them to feel something. And myself, I'm learning so much from artists and good filmmakers. So I know you can open your mind, and I propose to other people who watch my films or my exhibition just to be with me, which means be with others.
What do you think of the cinema industry today?
Oh, industry, you said the right word. It's a drama in a way, because I saw some trailers the other day, the trailers of what's coming out here. It's terrible, just violence, guns, fighting, burning, speed, special effects. I thought none of those films I would like to see. So, in the industry, there is something else. There are some films, some daring filmmakers. They make film that makes not so much money, but they make sense. So, I would say recently, some filmmakers I follow, whatever they do. I would say Salvadori, I would say Céline Sciamma, some other women doing Linda Ramsey, and then the Coen brother, Coris Maki. There are many filmmakers that you just know. They do a film, you try to see, and you follow their work, which is about improving the language of cinema, to find a style and to share and to propose something. So, good films feed me as well as art.
What do you think of rewards and prize?
Oh my God, I got so many. It's interesting because the more I age, and now I'm at 90, in the last 10 years, I got an incredible amount of awards, trophies, special, and maybe some people recognize my work, but doesn't help my career. I did never succeed to make a career. I made films. And what are my best reward is that a lot of people, a little amount of people in the margin, love my films, follow me, give me love and understanding. And what I receive from the feedback is very important, because I love the rewards, I love the trophy, but it's like a joke now. I look like an old woman surrounded by trophy, when I feel like, in my mind, I'm not an old filmmaker and I'm surrounded with love.
Very nice. But you had an Oscar, which is something for a French woman, right?
Yes, you know, it's interesting because my film never made money. It may be one vaguely. But there is a cell, there is a group in the Oscar industry which is about cinema. And they look at films that make sense, and they understand I will never get an Oscar related to very good film, very successful film. So they made me an Oscar honor, which honorary, does that mean it's important? Or, well, I felt good to be recognized by a big American cinema. You know, yesterday I saw again Taxi Driver, which is an old film, so well made. I mean, Scorsese was incredibly good. And when I know that he knows me and he knows my film and he gives me some compliments, I feel that's what the Oscar means, is that they know my films. They know it. They know them as maybe rare little side movies, but they make sense for them, as it is for me.
What is your next dream?
To die, but in peace.
To die is a dream?
Well, it's a way of dying, which is a dream, peacefully with no suffering, surrounded with love. It's a good dream.
What would you like people to remember about you?
My films, my photographies, my video, my work in a way. But also my mood, my good mood, my sense of friendship, my sense of humor, the way I was trying to have my life, cinema and life and private life together, the togetherness of my artist life, including the moments I was not working, including the way of what you mean, behaving in life and in art. I hope they will remember that as just simple.
Merci.